Thank you for tuning in to the 2020 COMPUTEX Online Talks. This year, COMPUTEX is moving its annual COMPUTEX Forum online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The 2020 COMPUTEX Online Talks feature a series of presentations from global industry executives. NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Supermicro, Delta, and BenQ Business Solutions Alliance. They will be live-streamed on COMPUTEX's Facebook and YouTube channels from June 2nd to 4th. The recorded videos of the talks will be uploaded to the same channels so you can watch them again afterwards. Before travel restrictions are relaxed, COMPUTEX exhibitors and buyers can take advantage of the trade show's online services to keep abreast of the latest trends and stay connected with the industry. Without further ado, Walter Ye, President and CEO of the Taiwan External Trade Development Council (TAITRA), the organizer of COMPUTEX, will now kickstart today's talk with his welcoming remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen from all over the world, thank you so much for joining us here today. As you know, we are all impacted by travel restrictions due to COVID-19 pandemic. One of the many implications of this is the postponing of major events, such as COMPUTEX 2020, which was originally scheduled for this June. I know many people are greatly disappointed by this, including myself. So, as an alternative, we have decided to organize a series of virtual online events. Here in Taiwan, we have been able to successfully contain COVID-19 by leveraging and building up our technologies, such as electronic fences, big data, open data, max, and more. We want to share with the world how Taiwan's ICT industry can support and even boost the successful recovery of the global supply chain. During this pandemic, COMPUTEX will continue to demonstrate its presence and industry leadership in assisting businesses to connect with the world. Without being physically in Taiwan, our exhibitors and buyers can still participate in COMPUTEX with TAITRA's online services. These services include online exhibitions, online sourcing meetings, online new product launches, and COMPUTEX online talks. The online exhibition is a new platform to showcase exhibitors' products and specifications. Buyers can ask questions directly, contact exhibitors, or place orders through an online platform. Online sourcing meetings are where we match exhibitors with buyers from around the world. Buyers can ask questions, receive offers, or even place orders with suppliers online. Online new product launches will consist of startups eager to reveal their latest offerings to potential buyers and investors from around the world. Today's events, COMPUTEX Online Talks, consists of a series of talks from global industry executives. For decades, COMPUTEX has played an important role in the global technology revolution, and we will continue to do so. While our experts are busy fighting and containing COVID-19 during this challenging time, we have to do our part to move the economy. It seems our lifestyles have changed during this pandemic, but by using today's technologies, we can get through this together. So, please keep healthy, stay safe, and stay innovative. Hopefully, I will see you in Taiwan soon at our next edition of COMPUTEX. Enjoy today's COMPUTEX online talks. Thank you.
In this COMPUTEX online talk, corporate executives will share their experience in working with the BenQ Business Solutions Alliance to realize cloud transformation with 5G and AIoT technologies. The speakers represent different industries, such as computing, communication, and connection security. They are Michael Lee, General Manager of Business Solutions Group at Qisda Corporation; Stephen Wu, VP of R&D Center DFI; David Chou, Wireless Broadband Business Unit General Manager, Alpha Networks; Steve Chen, VP of Product Division, AEWIN. The speakers will talk about how they are using BenQ's business solutions to evaluate and optimize all aspects of their business processes to improve the efficiency of their workforce, products, and business venues. From smart manufacturing, hospitals, enterprises, retail stores, 5G network solutions to 5G NFVI open platform solutions. Let's find out how enterprises are using BenQ's solutions to migrate to the cloud, enable innovation, and drive up their competitive advantages.
The 50th anniversary of Earth Day lands in the middle of a global pandemic, giving humans a glimpse of what the planet might look like if we took better care of it. Take air quality. With fewer people on the roads, skies over New Delhi this week turned from hazy brown to a rare blue. In Paris, where satellite pictures show empty streets around the Arc de Triomphe, air pollution is down 46%, 19% in Sydney, 29% in LA. In San Francisco, where more people are walking and riding bikes, the city is shutting down 13 miles worth of streets, giving more room to social distance.
Hi, I'm Michael Lee, General Manager of Business Solutions Group from Qisda Incorporation. The world is changed, really changed since the COVID-19. The city from crowd city to quiet city, and everybody faced a social distance topic. Since the government forced the city lockdown, no school, no business in the past 3 months. And how can we face such kind of challenge from the COVID-19, but also keep our coming business operation keep going and have a good school, class in the coming future? The COVID-19 issue may be sustained for a long while. So every company, every government try to ask everyone to follow the social distance policy to secure the safety and healthy. For example, in the retail and also the food and beverage, self-ordering system for the social distance system is very important. We provide kiosk and people use the kiosk to order the food, don't touch the traditional ordering system, and to save all the customer safety and healthy. Even use the touch the system, but everyone still face the impact from the virus issue. So for example, for the UV light screen system to clean the virus, or the coating film to protect the film to prevent the coronavirus issue. In the store, no matter what kind of a tool, if we still use the traditional thermometer, still can impact the normal business operation. So the people use the post to combine with the thermal scanner to reduce the possible contact from people to people. And also for the counter to collect the data to know who ever entered this restaurant and what kind of people and who entered this restaurant to prevent the possible impact from the COVID-19. And also the office operation is changed. The government and also the business life wish the people can work from home. This kind of long distance working, we must use the new IT system to help everyone to get used to the new environment. For example, in the past 30 years, everyone talk about the paperless process, but this time the real practice, we do need the paperless operation system. For example, for the supply chain, for the IT management, for the information technology management, or the financial management, we need such kind of the new IT system, a cloud-based system, to help all the business operations can keep going and sustain. For the distant working solution-wise, and people talk about use the mobile phone apps, use the cloud apps, or use the new ERP system. Such kind of a new system all help the human accounting system to management the human performance and also the sales activity to keep going in the COVID-19 impact. Even in the school, the long distance teaching or learning system is very important because to prevent the people contact issue and keep the social distance, we use a remote and cloud-based system to study from home. Many kinds of the city and also the school provide different kinds of the cloud-based study system, and more popular in the past 3 months. Even in the hospital, the more the dangerous area for the COVID-19 issue. In the ICU room, all the nurse and doctor have to prevent to enter the ICU room so frequent. So ICU dashboard is very important to help the hospital to reduce any non-necessary contact, provide a possible protection for nurse and doctors. Now, even a cleaning system to combine with the UV lights to clean the hospital with the robots. And also all the machine must connect it to the cloud to collect the data and even don't need to contact with the patient, but also help the doctor and nurse know all the patient behavior. We have some solution to help customers in the past to deal with those environment for the people, for the product and price. Based on the cloud-based solution, we integrate the OT technology, the operation technology, and also ICT technology, combined with the updated apps to provide a smart office, smart factory, smart school, smart campus, and smart hospital and smart hotel solutions to the customer. From the automotive device, controller, networking, storage, server, and virtual machine. And then we connect to the virtual machine, connect to the cloud to prevent all the system to be secured under the cloud-based solution and provide a new cloud transformation system to help the customer for the next future to prevent the COVID-19 impact. In our Business Solution Alliance, we integrate more than 20 companies to provide from the device, from the distribution, from SI, SP, and also ISV integrated software, the vendor, and service to help the customer. And today, we have several companies to provide a solution to the customer. And Business Solution Alliance is under the Qisda Group. And Qisda Group is around 75,000 employees in the worldwide area, and also more than 100 sales operation size. Our scale is around 20 billion, and we have enough talent and also the talent engineering system, technical engineering system, to provide our expert to help customers combine with the AI and IoT system based on cloud service to help customers to pass and also the sustain even with this kind of impact from the COVID-19 issues. So today we also have several topics to provide from DFI to focus on smart factory and also have the Alpha network to provide a talk about the 5G system and also have the AEWIN company to provide a talk about the 5G security system to help the customer to more understand how to integrate our service with the cloud-based applications. This is my today's presentation. Thanks for your time to join. Wish everyone has a health and safety 2020.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Wu. I'm currently working for DFI at the R&D Center. This webinar, we will explore the market situation we are facing and find what fundamental change we may need to get along with this situation. We will cover more topic about the smart manufacturing. We have been promoting Industry 4.0 from 2013. It's been 7 years over, but still very few companies can achieve the goal of smart manufacturing. Why this goodie has not come to our life yet? We are looking back on our history. We will find very few change in abruptive mode that happen overnight. Most of the change are actually in evolution way. So in a long day, the progress move very slowly at the very beginning, but suddenly something happened, like a technology breakthrough or some historic big event happen, we will see the progress move faster. So everybody is now stuck in coronavirus lockdown. The stay at home or work from home are really impact to our life and our work and our business. It's a very good time for us to reflect what we should take the option or alternative to escape from the lockdown so we can move on smoothly for the future. So we will think about reflecting our ability in the manufacture of technology so we can cope with the situation of the market. Let's first take a look at what happened in the consumer market space. So the baby boomer generation has been nearly retired, or many of them already retired. So actually our consumer market are now dominated by the generation we call millennial or the generation Z. If you look at their preference, many of them are toward we call the customized product. So they like their car with personal preference. They like their apparel with personal preference. They like a shoe made for themselves. So how, as a manufacturer, how do we produce a product with the lot size of one? This is a big challenge for the manufacturer. Let's take a look at next market trend is in the young generation young generation for the millennium or the generation Z. They are not affordable to own many luxurious products. So in these two generations, they tend to change the behavior. They are more open to share resources. So we will see there are more and more business model will transfer from ownership to the usage business model, which stands for people consuming no longer take a ownership transfer. They are more or less take the usage and take the benefit, so they can pay less. So they are open to share with resources. But this challenge to a manufacturer is you are not in the model. You sell the product and finish the relationship with your customer and wait for next cycle. With the usage business model, you have to stay connected with your customer. You have to take care of every product you produce and understand how they perform in the market and what's the service you will need. So you need fundamental change in your capability. So that is far beyond in the old manufacturer's role. So to prepare yourself, your company, your manufacturer facility to cope with this market situation or market future trend, we definitely need to rethink about how we manage our operation, how we produce the product. The right side graph gives us understand the legacy way. We normally produce the product from the top layer is we call the planning layer. So you plan the market demand, you collect the market demand, and you plan how to collect the material, how to produce the product in batch with a fixed plan. There's a very few flexibility you can change this. So think about the consumer behavior we are talking about. If the case customer decided to buy a unique product, how do you produce the product with this way? It's impossible to move on with this legacy production way. So we have to think about an alternative. You have to firstly consider how to turn everything in digital. So there's a term called cyber physical system, which is a transformation to make your physical assets with the data. So you can understand how your physical assets, and you can control the physical assets with computer way, with a control way. So with this as a foundation, so you can do everything change with just a few clicks through a centralized control board, dashboard, something like that. So this is a very important foundation. Without this foundation, it's impossible you can cope with the consumer trend. So beyond the way you manage the production facility, we have to think about most of the manufacturers, they don't have the budget to change every equipment facility overnight. Most of the time, they can only remodel their current expensive asset. Rather than they can replace everything all at once. So in the consideration of you remodel your old assets, there's a problem is normally many mix of different brand, different manufacturer, so they work in different way. So if you want to transform your factory, become a digital way, you have to consider how to make this machine coming from different vendor with different communication method, with different speed to work together. That is a big challenge. I would call it the inter-networking complex. So the first step, you have to interpret this different language, like you have a good translator to translate different language when you interact with people. It's a similar way, you definitely need this. Secondly, you need to get rid of a different speed in the network. Some control, some machine response in millisecond level, some others may be in microsecond level. So you have to get rid of this, and your planning of the new remodel facility have to get rid of this complex. So if luckily we can achieve all of the plan transformation, we can really start to operate the manufacturer in we call the data-driven operation. Under this concept, we can think about the machine running at the facility itself. We have digital information moving on and monitor through the control center. So we can immediately capture whatever you want to know for the moment. So we will call it the descriptive status. So when we know this descriptive status, we will know how the production line perform. Is it meet the requirement, meet the expectation or not? And next level, we can also do diagnostic. We can understand if there is something happen not meet our expectation, we can do a further analysis of what's happening, and we can find insight through the data analytics. So the next level is we can even do further. We can predict what can happen next week. So in the case next week, we will foresee some upside for the demand or downside for the demand. We can immediately to tune in our production line with the predictive analytics. The extreme target is we can even do more than just predictive. We can do the machine and machine automatically talk to each other and setting a best way to produce a product. So that can cover the ability, we call it the prescriptive way for the operations. So when this happens, it's not enough, still not enough. We have to consider in the future, if we are producing something unique, only lot size 1, this definitely cannot accomplish by a single company. It definitely, you need to consider your upstream partner, your supplier, where your material from. You also need to consider your downstream partner, where your finished product move on. So under this concept, you have to consider, we call it collaborative smart manufacturing. So it's not only your facility becomes smart, can achieve this job. You need also your upstream partner also transform their facility into a smart manufacturer, and also your downstream partner also have the capability for this smart manufacturer. With all this integrate together, we can think about a beauty future. So in the old day, we do everything through a centralized planning, centralized control. So we call it a centralized operation. So in the future, if we can successfully transform everything into the digital, and we can start to operate through the data-driven way, so we can actually decentralize everything. We can just pick up 2 different facilities on the earth, anywhere, any location. We can flexibly reconfigure these 2 locations to collaborate with each other and produce the product for whatever you want. So if we want to reach this target, then we have the capability to meet the future market trend. Either it's for the share concept or it's for fully customized concept. But we still have one missing element. Think about everything is so good, but there's full of challenge. Think about one network. What kind of a network can manage different machines in different speed? And there are massively data need to exchange between different facilities. So what kind of a network can manage this job well? Currently, we are seeing the bright future. 5G will soon go into the production use. If you take a look at the 5G networks, all of the feature of a 5G network does cover the essential requirement for the real data-driven operation. So the 5G network has first benefit is it can handle really massive amount of data. So 5G was the feature of broadband. Secondly, is 5G can deliver the information is really fast. We call the very, very reliable and low latency communication. So with this capability, we can let 2 different machines sit on different factory. They can directly talk to each other. In the past day, this is definitely impossible. You can only do it different operations. So with the 5G, we can achieve that. And the third beauty of the 5G is 5G allows you to direct connect many of devices. We call the massive machine type communication. So in the fully data-driven operation, every machine, every control, every sensor will be data-driven and will collect data, will accept the control command, and they all need to attach to the network. So this is really a massive amount of devices. They need to communicate directly to each other. So only 5G network has this capability. So is the 5G network bring us really breakthrough? So in the old day, if we want to realize Industry 4.0, it's really difficult. But with 5G, we are seeing it is possible to implement with the assistance from the 5G network. So is it really far from us? Not really. As DFI working with our partner, is top tier system integrator in Taiwan. We are currently working with this partner to develop and deploy 5G as a backbone project to serve one big China's battery manufacturer. This battery manufacturer is really huge. They have to produce many battery pack to supply to their electronic vehicle customer. So with this 5G Direct Connect, they can manage multi-site with really fast and efficient way to operate. Okay, this is the topic we covered today. Thank you for your listening.
Hello everyone, my name is David Chou. I'm in charge of Wireless Broadband Business Unit, General Manager of Alpha Networks. Today, I would like to introduce you enterprise application powered by Alpha 5G Network Solutions. I would like to cover 3 key points in this presentation. Firstly, the business continuity under the situation of COVID-19, which is concerned by all the business management today. And the next is to introduce Alpha's 5G enterprise network products and how it works. And the last, by combining 5G network and multi-access edge computing, this can improve the efficiency. Many enterprises affected by COVID-19 outbreak has adopted remote working methods. For example, in order for employees to work from home, some collaborative tools can be used, such as cloud office, video conferencing, and cloud document collaboration. In some cases, a lack of sufficient infrastructure for such circumstances has led to congestion and temporary outages on these platforms. As such, in order to communicate information between external to internal and even to shop floor, it is important for enterprises to build reliable infrastructure based on 5G enterprise, NFVI network virtualization, AIoT and multi-access computing, and network security. All these elements will enable business cloud transformation. And for 5G enterprise network, can be used in many vertical applications, such as campus, factory, smart cities, public safety, and utilities like water, gas, and power. To build a 5G enterprise network, it should include the 4 major parts. The first one is servers, and the second one is switch products such as enterprise data center switch. It can route applications to run on business cloud, and carrier switch is to link between enterprise cloud to multi-access edge computing, and also for 5G base stations. The third one is multi-access edge computing. It can be implemented on the edge of the network and routes fast data analysis and response. Its artificial intelligence application can run on the top of NFVI. And for 5G base station solutions, which include RU, DU, and CU 3 network elements. And these elements can enhance the data throughput, low latency, and connect to many IoT sensors. Today, Alpha Networks offer 5G enterprise network solutions products covering from cloud network to end user devices. Our enterprise solution can provide to customer end-to-end solutions. The first parts, 100G, 200G, 400G switches, which are for enterprise cloud and the data center. And the second part, 10G, 25G, 100G switches, which are for network transportation. And the next, multi-access edge computing with NFVI functionality and AIoT for data analysis and traffic offload, which enables fast service response and also minimizing backhaul throughput requirements, and then network investment cost is therefore reduced. The last one, the 5G distributed radio access network, base station solutions such as remote units, which can support low power indoor units and 5 to 10 watt outdoor units. Our RU, DU, CU configuration is designed to be scalable, which supports user range from under 1,000, between 1,000 to 5,000, and above 5,000. These three different user ranges. And also we have 5G IoT devices. It can support remote monitoring, diagnostic, and control management. And all these end-to-end Alpha Networks products can be tailored, configured, depends on actual customer requirement to support different enterprise size, applications, and environments. Take 5G network enable factory as an example. The great value which we can create is in the following. To have a dedicated radio frequency band it is very important. It can ensure the best radio quality and the security for transmitting data can over the air. That's based on 3GPP standards. And the factory can self-manage their own networks. And this network can have the flexibility to add or drop applications by demand. And also it can be able to customize applications to monitor and control the production remotely with big data analysis. By leveraging 5G network and MEC edge computing on factory, it can allow better predictive maintenance management to reduce machine downtime up to 30%, which also leads to reduced costs on machinery maintenance by 20%. And remote monitoring, analysis, and control management on production equipment and process can provide at least 15% better manufacturing efficiency. Finally, Alpha Networks has a broad range of networking products which link people, machine, and data together efficiently. These products will be able to help enterprise management to do a better job to meet up with the impact from the big change of today's business environment challenges, such as COVID-19. This is my presentation today. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, I'm Steve from AEWIN. Today, I'm very excited to share about our 5G and VI open platform roadmap. And over the next couple of minutes, I'm sure you will learn some new things. Before we begin, I want to highlight a few key points of this presentation. First, and the most important, COVID-19 and its impacts. And then, the challenges and demand it brings to us. After that, I will introduce our 5G-ready NFVI end-to-end hardware solution. And finally, the advantage and innovation that AEWIN is offering. COVID-19 is a global health crisis with significant impact on the world economy. In order to curtail the spread of COVID-19, most countries are under lockdown, or at the very least, running social distancing. Therefore, during the period of induced social isolation, many face-to-face or collaborating activities are impacted. As a result, it accelerates cloud applications either from consumer or commercial perspective. Here are some changes during the outbreak. 50% increase in internet traffic. Amazon hired 100,000 employees and plan to hire 75,000 more. Many carriers are increasing their capacities to bring more service. And as you may be aware already, or even use them quite often, cloud-based meeting applications like Zoom, Webex, Microsoft Teams are having a huge lead. As work from home has become a trend, many organizations are scrambling to meet the demand of the remote workforces. This includes collaboration software, security embedded network appliance, and cloud service. NFVI and SD-WAN solution helps enterprise on business continuity for now and in the future. By delivering reliable platform for software as a service applications like VPN, VoIP, video conference, and VDI, running smoothly on the overlay network. You may have heard those numbers from recent reports. AT&T reported that connection to its SD-WAN static network-based product has surged 700% over the last few weeks. Cisco daily remote connections from its employees worldwide spiked from less than 30,000 connections per day to now more than 170,000 connections per day. Besides SD-WAN solution, we also have complete NFVI product portfolio from cloud, core, edge, to on-premise, which has been proven compatible with many 5G virtual network function VMs, such as vRAN, VEPC, and vBNG. At the same time, our product lineup also works seamlessly on network security and management software services, like firewall, UTM, WAF, IPS, IDS, and load balancer, ranging from less than 10G to more than 400G IPsec throughput. Those appliances are designed to be flexible and agile and capable to meet versatile customer requirements. Through the partnership with chipset vendors such as Intel, AMD, and Marvell, together with our 20 years of design experience, we are committed to help our customers and partners to expand their competencies, either on performance point of view or total cost of ownership. And here are some models for your reference. On the cloud side, we have BIS 5204, BIS 5203 servers for general purpose compute and storage application. They are designed with top-beam processors, high-performance HBA rate controller, and 3.5-inch, 2.5-inch drop backplane. On the core, we have SCP 1935, 1923, and 1921, based on latest AMD EPYC and Xeon SP platforms. And on the edge, we have Xeon D, Xeon Echo, and AMD Ryzen. On-prem, we have both Intel and Marvell platforms, either air-cooled or fanless, supporting Wi-Fi, LTE, and new-coming 5G connections. Moreover, by leveraging our commercial off-the-shelf hardware and customization service, our partners can introduce a host of new products efficiently and in a very short time. Finally, AEWIN offers not only hardware, but also committed to quality and service. We keep investing on engineering resource to improve product yields, stability, and robustness. Meanwhile, our domain know-how, including Zero Trust, Dying Gasp, FPGA-based network acceleration, DPTK fine-tuning, PCIe design, and Ethernet control selections, can effectively help you to come out with a superior product in the market. Thank you for your time today. Please feel free to visit us at www.aewin.com for further information. Do stay safe and keep well there.
Like this kangaroo in Australia, it's a time to reclaim near-empty city streets. There was the goat jam in the UK, lions sunning themselves on a South Africa road, big cats jumping walls in Chile, boars in Israel, and coyotes in San Francisco. Yosemite National Park had 4 million visitors last year. Today, 0.
What are the animals doing since the park has been closed? For the most part, I think they're having a party. I think that this time of year is difficult for the animals here. There can be literally walls of cars or people in the park.
There are things scientists say the pandemic likely won't change, like global warming. The level of carbon dioxide humans are pumping into the atmosphere may be slowing, but overall, it's still rising.
We've been altering our atmosphere in significant ways since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Things started going up in the early 1800s. So 6 months change in emissions is not going to have a huge effect.
I think as we know that COVID-19 issue will be solved in one day. So can we find a good balance in the coming future? Use the new technology as we introduced today. The crisis or opportunity. We can find a good balance between the nature and human being. No more too much traffic, overproduction, and let's have a better future and build a future together.
Thank you for tuning in to the 2020 COMPUTEX Online Talks. This year's online talks will go live on COMPUTEX's Facebook and YouTube channels from June 2nd to 4th. The recorded videos of all the talks will be published immediately on the same channels, so you can watch them again afterwards. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you at the next COMPUTEX.
AI is going to change 100% of the jobs of the future. So we are today in a really exciting place for AI to come in and change the way and scale and augment human behavior and augment human jobs. So it's a very exciting space to be in.
COMPUTEX, it's really more of a technological show. You actually speak into the people who design and develop the products. You also see many more of the component and technology vendors like Intel and the other suppliers. You don't really get access to this type of information at other trade shows.
Taiwan has a great base for R&D and IT applications. And therefore, COMPUTEX in Taipei is in fact a great place to have this conference, bring different experts from different fields and let them share their experiences and prepare them for the future.
Taiwan has an incredible ecosystem, especially when it comes to hardware and B2C. You have created some incredible companies.
我们有10个国家，30个 startup， 我们安排了接近200个1对1企业会议，所以我们还蛮开心，也蛮兴奋的。
It's the best place to come if you are looking for big company solutions are necessary to keep growing the market and keep expanding the business.
For me, it's very easy to find all the manufacturers at COMPUTEX in one place.
COMPUTEX really help us to understand how technology is going to progress in the future. I think it's a really significant show.
This is the best show in the world. All the brain power has really remained here. If you're not doing business with Taiwanese companies, you're probably not in the industry.